All right, I managed to capture Easter the Twinkie as he was running with the gaggle. He was running with the gaggle. Yep, and he's kind of shaking his head like, why did you have to catch me? Him? See, now that he's getting older, I think the older he gets, the less he likes to be handled. So, I don't know. But I was hoping maybe he'll appreciate a little warmness because it's cold out. Because I notice when it's hot out, he kind of gets irritable because it's hot. Now he's making some happy Twinkie sounds. As much trouble as I had catching up with him. I think he forgets how much he enjoys it till I chase him around the pond enough times and catch him, and then, oh yeah, happy sounds. Yeah, so if you saw the video I made earlier, Twinkie, oh my goodness, this is so soft. So now Twinkie's got a fresh coat of plumage. I think he's all done molting for sure. I don't see any more loose feathers. And so he's also grown in his winter coat. So that means he's got a very, he's got a very fluffy butt. So all this has thick down. And you'll also notice the geese put on a little pudge right in here. So this way when he lays down, see what he does is he lays down on his fat little goose belly. And then the next thing he does, see, that's why I hold him like that. So now if Easter wanted to take a poop, it wouldn't get on my pants at all. So that's good goose handling instructions right there. And then the next thing they do is they take their feet and they pull them up. There's like a tuft here. Normally his wings go into this tuft. So that's kind of his pockets right there. He puts his wings in his pockets. And the underside, he pulls his feet right up in there. And so you'll notice if it's like 5 degrees out and you see the geese sitting around, they'll be all the way down on their bellies and they'll pull their feet up to where they're not even touching. Like they shrink them right in, or I say they reel them in, kind of like an airplane. Whoa, whoa, slippery, yeah. I'm just taping with my smartphone, with my stupid smartphone. You betcha. Actually, it's pretty neat. You know, technology is always in a process of development. So no matter how stupid your smartphone is, be thankful. It's still kind of neat, right? I got a computer in my hand and I can do everything with it. I can make videos of my Twinkie and share them with the world. Yeah, look at that. Don't you wish you could do that? Oh, I call that the pipeline of softness. And so, this is what I've always loved on geese, that texture right there. It's so gratifying to be able to soft looking. Easter did that. Easter, you're not the cameraman. Knock it off. Hey, you're not the cameraman. See, he thinks there's another goose in there, and he probably wants to bite it in the face. Isn't that right, Easter? I was really hoping Easter would be a snuggly bird. So that's what I'm talking about when I hold a goose. I use my elbow here to control the hip. I use my hand here to control the shoulder. Goose jitsu. So Easter is being calm now, but if I wanted to keep him under control, let's say I was trying to tame a goose that's been biting me like Eddie. Eddie didn't attack me today. Last time I came out here, he was trying to kick my ass. And today I noticed he was like right up with Easter. And that's where I get the notion that he's definitely defending Easter, and he probably helped Easter survive that animal attack a few months ago. So it makes me feel like Easter's in good hands, because Eddie's a pretty good fighter. Funny thing is China Goose is the head of the pond. And when I catch him, he is just a big chicken. He just sits there and he's like, please let me go. But if I ever handle by any chance some of these Canada geese or get too close to them, they're actually more likely to bite and hit me than China Goose or any of these brown geese. That's what's so funny, is they seem to be more vicious, but yet they fall under the pecking order of China Goose and second banana, if not second banana head. That's right, banana head. Now I say geese are banana heads because when they lower their head, it looks like a banana, and when they're trying to act tough, and you think of that comical idea that kind of just takes the the umph right out of it, huh? Like, oh, don't be such a banana head, you know, don't be such a banana head. But I also like to think that my bird is a pumpkin face and not my soft little Twinkie. Now, like I said, I don't like the idea of eating a goose or a duck, so, you know, if I make any of these food references, it's just because it's funny, you know, to say my bird is a Twinkie or a pumpkin face or anything like that, or not to mention a turkey butt, because I do eat those. Anyways, I might make food references about my Twinkies, but that doesn't mean I intend to eat them or even like the idea. So that's what I'm talking about. That nice little wing pocket right there. It's how he keeps his little wing. See, right there has got thin feathers, so he needs to tuck that in. There we go. And then he looks really streamlined too. See that? All smooth and streamlined. So I love Easter's marking. He's got that those gray spots. I know he's a mixed goose, but it's been hard guessing. He might be part Roman, I think, just because of that the way his upper bill is shaped, what I call his forehead. So, but he's not. There's no China goose in him, and I don't think he's Emdom or anything. He could be partly Toulouse. It's hard to say. He could be partly Pilgrim. Who knows? He's a big guy though. He weighs into 20 to 25 pounds. Anyways, I'm really happy I got a chance to hold Easter the duck. Unfortunately, I have to wait for the pond to freeze over. If he can jump in the pond, he will like join the flock, you know, like I said. It's time for a honk honk Easter. So yeah, sometimes he just starts honking out of the blue. I don't know what brings that on, but yeah, that's my Twinkie for you. And that's why I can't keep Twinkie at home, because he does that at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah. See, if I hold him for too long, then we start to rebond. I think that's the whole problem with me coming up here for like a little visit, is like I get him in my lap and we rebond, and then when I go to drive away, and he's like, no, don't leave me. So I don't know, like I kind of feel bad about that. Like I hope I'm not creating that like that separation anxiety every time I come here and bond and leave. So maybe that's why Easter just keeps his distance. He's like, I don't want to bond with you again. I bond with you and then you leave me. So when you're a goose and you're part of a gaggle, you stand around with that gaggle all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's none of this, you just come by for a fucking half an hour and leave bullshit out here, you guys. So that's probably why Easter abandoning me, because he thinks I'm abandoning him. I'm not. I come up here as much as I can, and I'm sorry it's only once a week. Yeah, so anyways, it's Thanksgiving. I don't care. I don't think my birds give a damn, but you probably do if you're a talking monkey like I am and you like to eat turkey. So if you do, happy Thanksgiving. And if you don't have a happy Thanksgiving, that's your prerogative. I'm going to have a happy Thanksgiving without you. And this bird, like Emu the Lemur, no Emu the Lemur, you betcha. I love Twinkie. He's my sweet little pumpkin face. All right, well, Twinkie is starting to get really antsy. He wants me to let him go, so I'm going to hug him, I'm going to kiss him, and I'm going to go off and have a fun day. So hopefully you do too. You guys take care. Hope you enjoy our visit, and I will talk to you soon.